All right, Basement Gourmet. We're going to do some chicken and sausage jambalaya today. This is a great, just Southern Creole, easy, comfort food. Love it. One of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, ingredients we're going to need for this dish are right here before you. We're going to start off 1 stick of butter, 1 good sized yellow onion, a couple bell peppers, maybe 3-4 ribs of celery, 1 pound of homemade andouille sausage. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys want to get into all this Creole cooking, gumbo, jambalaya, red beans and rice, if you want to get into it, you really need the good andouille sausage. So I would suggest go to the channel, check out the recipe, and even buy a smoker if you have to, because I'm telling you, this will really make the difference in your jambalaya, gumbo, or any of these Creole dishes. Really key ingredient. Okay, next up, chicken thigh, boneless, skinless. I got some basmati rice. You can use whatever rice you want. I think more traditional for a Cajun is, I think, a short grain, I believe. I got a couple boxes of chicken stock, Creole seasoning of your choice, some dry leaf thyme, chopped garlic, bay leaf. All right, so let's go ahead, get these beds prepped up. Starters, gonna dice our onion, usual drill, planks, sticks, cubes. Do our bell pepper. I like to do my bell pepper. Start at the top and kind of just put your knife down like so. Kind of get rid of that white rib. And dice them up. Celery. Split mine in half. Next up, our sausage. Smell the smoky goodness. It smells great. This has some true andouille. Look at the big chunks. 3/4 inch grind on that meat. That's what makes true andouille. Alright, let's cut up these chicken thighs. A lot of meat in this. About 2.5 pounds of thighs. I like a meaty jambalaya. More meat, less rice. Like that, everything. Look at that. Boneless, skinless, my ass. What? There's a chunk of bone there, too. Alright. Everything's chopped up, ready to go. Let's go wash up, get started. Alright, first up, let's get a pan on some low heat and melt down that stick of butter. Don't want to go too high. Don't want to burn that butter up. Just get her on some low heat. Get her melted down. That's looking pretty good. So we want to get our sausages in there and maintain that low heat. Try to render some of the fat out of this sausage. After a few minutes, you can see fat is rendered out nicely. So we want to get this out. I'll use a slotted spoon. And you definitely want to keep as much of the fat from the sausage and butter in the pan as possible. So try to strain it off as best you can. Then in with our chicken thigh. Same thing, brown it up, season it up with our Tony Chachere's. I like Chachere's. I don't know what you guys use for Creole seasoning. But you know what? Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite Creole seasoning? Yeah, same deal. Get this chicken browned up real nice. A few minutes. You want to hit it with a little more Chachere's. And let that brown up. Same as the sausage. Kind of get that off the slotted spoon. Trying to keep as much of the butter and fat in the pan as possible. Now in with our veg. Give that a good stir. Got some really good flavors building here. Hit that with some Chachere's also. We want to sweat that down so the onions are kind of translucent. At that point, we can add our fresh chopped garlic, bay leaves, or dry leaf thyme. Now the Cajuns, when they're cooking, now if you use bay leaf and thyme, from what I understand, they call you a Frenchie. The true Cajuns, they don't use bay leaf and thyme, from what I understand. But if you know anything about that, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Are you a Frenchie? And once that veg is sauteed, we'll put all our meat back in the pot. Give that a good stir. Got some really nice. I know you're thinking that black in the pot is just, no, trust me. When the chicken stock hits that, it's going to break all that loose, and it's going to give this jambalaya a really, really good depth of flavor. So there goes our 6 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to stir that up real good, bring her up to a slow simmer. And like any stock or gumbo, once it starts simmering, all the fat and scum comes to the top. So we're going to skim the scum. Give that a good skim job. Looks pretty good. I like to simmer it for, half hour. Right back that heat off a little bit. And just nice slow simmer for an hour or so. We'll add our rice. I know you're thinking it's not enough rice, but trust me, once this cooks, it's going to be about just right. So we go ahead and give that a taste. Oh, and almost forgot. One of the most important ingredients in any Creole dish, some cayenne pepper. And if you don't like it spicy, you can leave the cayenne out. But I like some cayenne pepper in my jambalaya. Give that a taste. Perfect. So cover that up, let it cook 15, 20 minutes till the rice is done. You can see that's about 15 minutes. And it's still a little wet, but you know what? At this point, you just kill the heat, put a lid on it, and let it sit for another 15 or 20, and it's going to be just right. All right, this is rested about 15 minutes or so. Oh, look at that. This, like I said, you thought not enough rice, didn't you? Got in a bowl. Some of that sausage. I tell you what, if I had some green onions to put on the top of that, that would just totally make it. But I don't. All right, there you have it. Chicken and sausage jambalaya. Basement gourmet. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is just looking delicious. I want some chicken, sausage. I want it all. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.